Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Natalia Leigh. I'm an indie author and full-time freelance editor, and today is November 1st, which means two things. One, it's the first day of NaNoWriMo, and two, it is World Vegan Day, so I have two things to celebrate today. So it is a Monday morning, and before I can get started on NaNoWriMo, I have just some basic housekeeping things to do. I need to answer some emails for the business and Chance of Ink Publishing. I need to pay some bills. It is the first of the month, so I just need to get all that stuff done. I need to set up my journal for the week, my planner. So once I get all of that done, and that is kind of out of my brain, then I can go ahead and get started on writing for the first time in over a year. So we are going to hop on the computer. I'm set up here in the living room / kitchen instead of my office because my office gets pretty cold, and I'm out here next to the fireplace and it's nice and warm and cozy. So gonna jump on the laptop, try to get a bunch of emails and admin work done, set up the planner for the week, and then we will be able to start writing, like I said, for the first time in over a year. So wish me luck. Okay, hello everybody. It is a bit later in the day now. It is 1:30 and I have not done any writing yet. I spent all morning working on emails, doing admin for the business, and I'm about to start writing. I have a cup of tea. So I'm nervous. I'm very nervous. I have not written anything creatively for myself in 13 months. And now here I am about to try to write 50,000 words of a brand new novel. So I'm feeling nervous, but I'm feeling very excited. Let's go ahead and pull up my outline and see kind of what I have going there. I did not plot every little thing. I plotted the majority of it, but there is definitely some room for growth in my outline. So my outline is 2,335 words. I have the problem, want, need, and shard of glass already figured out for my main character. I have Act 1 totally figured out. Of course, Act 2 is where it always gets difficult for me, especially with the fun and games. Let's see, I have break into 2. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like 7 things already planned for the fun and games. I have the B story character figured out. Or no, I don't. I have the B story character like an idea. I know who it's gonna be, but I don't know how my main character meets this person, so that still has to get figured out. I have my first pinch point, I have the midpoint, I have the second pinch point. I have a general idea for bad guys close in. I already have the all is lost. I have the dark night of the soul, and then I have break into 3. I have the 5-point finale already plotted out, and I have the final image. So I have the majority of this book totally plotted out. I just need a little bit more work in the fun and games, and I am hoping that naturally, as I get to know the characters and I figure out the story a little bit more, that more ideas will come to me for trouble that I can throw their way. And then I do need to figure out how the main character meets her B story character. Like I said, I know who that character is, but I don't know how she's gonna meet that person. So I have most of this stuff already figured out. Now it's time to actually write something. So I'm gonna open up a new document, I'm gonna title it, I'm gonna save it, and then we're going to write the first few words of a brand new novel together. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is pull up some inspiration images, probably of my main character and then also of the setting. So I do have a Pinterest board for this idea, but it is not the Pinterest board I showed you in a previous video because, again, I changed my mind. I decided not to go with the cottage witch story. I wanted something a little bit more adventurous, so that's what I'm going with now. I'm already freaking out. It feels like I have been gone from writing for so long. After writing for years, like almost daily for years straight, to just suddenly not write for over a year feels like it feels so foreign, trying to get back into it now. So I'm gonna pull up some setting inspiration images, pull up some inspiration for my main character, maybe another couple of characters who are in this opening scene, and then I won't be able to keep putting this off, and I will have to start putting some words down, so wish me luck. Here we go. It's been another 30 minutes or 45 minutes. It's about 2:15 and I'm about to write my first words in over a year. Here we go. Okay, I officially started my new book. I cannot believe it. It is 2:57, so I've been writing for, I don't know, almost 45 minutes, like 30 to 45 minutes probably. I have written 630 words so far. I thought this was going to be a third-person past tense narration, and then I started writing and suddenly it was first person present tense. I wrote Pistol Daisy in first person present tense and I absolutely loved it. To me, it allowed me to get to know Daisy on a much more like intimate level, being in her head like that and telling her story in a present point of view versus a past tense point of view. And I did not know if that was going to be the case with this book. Like I said, I thought I was going to write it in third person past, but then first person present tense just started coming out of my fingers, so I just kind of went with it. I've always thought that I've preferred third person, but maybe that's shifting. I wrote Song of the Dryad in third person past tense, and I do feel like I struggled a bit more to connect with the main character, Charlotte, in that book than I did with Daisy and Pistol Daisy, which is really interesting because Charlotte has a lot in common with me. I did not set out to write her that way. That's just kind of how it happened. And Daisy does not have hardly anything in common with me. I mean, we have a few things that we enjoy, like horses, or, you know, playing the violin / fiddle in Daisy's world. But other than that, Daisy and I do not have much in common. Yet I felt like I could slip into her voice and into her head much easier than I could Charlotte's. And I wonder if that's just because of the point of view I was writing in. So yeah, I am 630 words into a brand new story after 13 months of not writing anything. And I have no idea what I'm doing. And I have no clue what this story is going to turn into. I mean, I have my outline, but I have mentioned in many previous videos that, like, when it comes to character, I, you know, sometimes I will fill out like character forms and sheets, definitely for just like appearance or basic details. But when it comes to really knowing a character's personality and understanding how they would react in any given situation, that is not something that I can just sit down and plan out before writing a book. So I always say it takes me a first draft in order to learn my characters. And Pistol Daisy is a great example. There's a character in that book. His name is Henry. He is one of my favorite characters in that book. I really enjoy him. In the first draft of Pistol Daisy, he had a very, very different personality than he has now in the current published version of Pistol Daisy. And that's because I thought he was one way. I thought he was a certain type of person. And then I wrote the story and it didn't feel true to him. or, you know, who he was. So then when I went back through and I started doing all of my edits, I totally changed his character and how he behaves, how he sees the world, his personality traits, etc. Just because I needed to write that first draft in order to learn who he is. And that is very much going to be the case with this book. I did not do much character planning at all. I have names. When I sat down today, I had names for 3 characters. That's it. The main character, a love interest, because I love a good like romantic subplot, and the best friend of the main character. I had their names figured out, but I didn't know anybody else's names, and that's pretty much all I knew. It was just their names and some ideas about how they look. So I have not plotted backstory for any of the characters except my main character, and even then I only plotted enough backstory to figure out her shard of glass and how she came to be how she is, and I'm sure that will get even further developed as I work through this story. So these characters are really just revealing themselves to me slowly. Yeah, so I am 630 words in. I'm gonna go ahead and update my word count just for the heck of it, and then I'm gonna start writing again. I am getting hungry. I'm gonna need to go get a snack. I have not had lunch and it's 3 o'clock, but I'm gonna update my word count, maybe go grab a bite to eat, and then come back and keep writing. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I get to say that in a video. It's only been 13 months. There we go. All right, I have updated it. And you'll see I have a ton of friend requests on Nano, and I keep trying to accept them, but the NaNoWriMo website errors every single time, and it will not allow me to accept all my friend requests. So there's 70 of them, and they're just sitting there, unfortunately. So I went ahead, I updated my word count. Let's go ahead and go grab a snack, and then I'll come back. Okay, so I grabbed a snack. I'm just gonna have some like bean dip with some tortilla chips. We are, like I said earlier, 630 words in, which means, let's see how many more words I need to write today. Okay, so 1,667 minus 630 is 1,037 more words. So let's go ahead, have a little snack, get back into writing, and see what happens. Okay, it's currently 4 o'clock. I have not yet hit 1,667 words. I'm sitting at 1,276, but I think I'm going to go sit on the couch for a while, switch it up, and then keep on writing. Okay, so I am out in the living room now. I turned on my cozy little fall lights. I turned the fireplace on, and I made some more tea. So I'm gonna settle in here on the couch and write some more words. I'm already at 1,276, so it won't be very difficult to hit the word count of 1,667 today, but I might try to go a little bit more than that. I might try to hit like 2,000 words. But I think rather than focusing just on the word count, I think I'm going to focus on trying to finish the opening image and maybe the theme stated, because I'm pretty excited for both of those beats. So yeah, let's have some tea and dive right back into writing. Okay, it's 5 p.m. and I wanted to check in. I am currently sitting at 2,336 words. That is almost 4 full pages on my Word doc, and I'm just writing in Calibri 11-point font. Nothing special. So about 4 full pages. I have 1 scene break in there, and I'm sitting at 2,336 words. So I have reached the word count goal of the day, and I hit 2,000 words, which is what I was really hoping for. I wrote the opening scene, and then I was able to write the theme stated beat as well, which I had plotted out. I have all of Act 1 plotted out. I wrote the opening image, I wrote the theme stated, so the next thing I'm going to need to write is the setup, and the setup is a multi-scene beat. It's really meant to set up the main character's mundane world, their average Act 1 world. So that will definitely take probably all of tomorrow. All of my writing time tomorrow will probably be dedicated to the setup. I do have, let's see, how much do I have outlined for the setup? Sorry if you can hear the fireplace in the background. I have 236 words of like outlining material for the setup. I feel like that'll definitely be enough. I mean, I'm already expanding on the outline that I have, and of course, personally, when I outline, sometimes it happens exactly the way I outlined it, and sometimes I achieve what I set out to do, but I get there in a little bit of a different way. So they're kind of like points along a map, and I have ideas about how I'm going to get to all those points, like as if you're doing a road trip or I'm doing a road trip. But maybe there's a different trail that'll lead me there that I didn't know about, and I want to take that trail instead and see what's there. So I definitely allow myself to explore outside of the parameters of my outline, but I am a plotter to the core. I've tried pantsing, it doesn't work, so I need to have my outline so that I know where I'm going and what I'm trying to achieve. But of course, my outline is only, 2,379 words, and I'm trying to write an entire novel, so there's a lot of exploration that has to go on there. So tomorrow I'm going to work on the setup, and if I have a really good writing day tomorrow, hi Mew, if I have a really good writing day tomorrow, I might get to the catalyst, but I'm not sure about that. We'll see. I might get to the catalyst tomorrow because I'm pretty excited, and when I'm excited, of course, I can write a lot more. Hi Mew. Mew just woke up from her nap, and she's ready for dinner. That was a big meow. So I think I'm going to wrap it up for today. Yes, Mew. Mew would like me to wrap it up. So again, I am sitting at 2,336 words. Let's go ahead and update this on the website real fast. Yeah, you're more important than the book, huh? Yes. I need to get you fed. Okay, so we are going to update my little NaNoWriMo thing. And I'm going to try to not spend all of NaNoWriMo complaining about their website, but I hate their website. I hate their new website. Do you, Bobo? Do you hate the new website? Okay. Alright, so I'm sitting at 2,336 words, and I felt pretty darn good about that. Alright, 2,336 out of 1,667. Let's see, I'm a midday flamingo so far, and at this rate I'll be done on November 21st, so that's pretty exciting. Okay, Mew keeps crying, asking me to feed her, so I'm gonna do that. I went ahead, I already updated my Nano, so that's pretty exciting. 2,336 words in the first day, and I'm feeling good about it. I was really, really nervous to get started, and of course I have no idea what I'm doing, which I think is pretty common for me when I'm starting a new book. I can of course have an outline and all these ideas and a writing playlist and a Pinterest board, but until I've written the first draft, it's hard to know what I'm really setting out to achieve. And that's the whole reason I wanted to write a new book for NaNoWriMo, is because I haven't written in so long that I just want to find the passion for it again. like the passion and excitement for writing and for telling stories, and I'm really excited about this. So I really hope NaNoWriMo Day 1 has gone well for you. I'm going to drink my tea. I'm gonna go steal the laptop from Greg so that I can use iMovie and get this edited and hopefully uploaded. And I will see you guys hopefully tomorrow for NaNoWriMo Day 2. All right, happy writing, bye.